Hey guys again. I know I've literally only just made a new video, but I was having a bit of a think while making the video and thinking about the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla game and the things that I'd like to see in it. I know that I have made a comment on a couple of the videos that I saw a couple of weeks ago, and I expressed that I would that one of the things I'd like to see come back in Assassin's Creed Valhalla is the target assassinations that what you did in the previous games, and when you've killed that target, you will have like a conversation with them. I'm not quite sure what the correct term for that is. Some people call it memory sequence kills, some people call it endless corridor kills, and some people call it the animus glitch. I don't know what to call it really. That's something I would definitely like to see come back in Valhalla. I know people said it's not going to come back, that they're just going to carry on doing what we did in Odyssey, which I think is a big shame, because I did find those conversations that you had with your targets when you've killed them quite creepy, but very good as well, quite cool. While we're on the subject of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'm going to give you my very, very quick personal opinion of what I really think of the game. I know a lot of people are like me, that they don't like it. It's not a proper Assassin's Creed game, and they're 100% right in that. It's nowhere near an Assassin's Creed game. It just seems like it was a game that just had a label slapped on called Assassin's Creed, and absolutely nothing to do with the Assassins whatsoever, which I think is an absolute joke. So here's what I really think about Odyssey. I think it... Okay, so let's start off with the positives. It did have a lot of potential. The setting in Greece was fantastic. It was brilliant. Couldn't have asked for a better setting. It was very colourful. It was very, very vast, very, very open, and obviously, if people know the layout of Greece, it's set into islands. That's very, very cool, and that's really great to see. And the buildings and the artwork is very, very, really good. The negatives, I'm afraid, to this game are that the leveling up system was an absolute joke. You had to be constantly doing side quests. You had to just to keep leveling up, you had to be 5 or 6 levels above much higher enemies, which I don't think was very fair. There was no hidden blade, and the characters, Alexios and Cassandra, had virtually no personality or no life or no identity of their own. It was all very, lifeless as far as I was concerned. The dialogue choices, I know a lot of people said, and I do agree, doesn't carry any weight at all. It's just something that's putting out, I'm pretty sure, as an afterthought, and it really wasn't all thought out properly at all. So yeah, that was my opinion on Odyssey. I don't expect people to agree, but leave a comments if you like, and tell me what you thought of the game, what you enjoyed about it, what you didn't enjoy about it. There's a ton of things I didn't enjoy about it, so I guess I'm one of those Assassin's Creed Odyssey no fans, I'm afraid. So before I finish the video, I just want to very quickly go over what I want to see back in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The assassination kills, like I mentioned, and having the conversation with your eliminated target. I definitely want to see that come back in. I would like to see the character Ivor have a personality of his own, like Ezio. Not comedic, not joking, laughing about and being, sexy, I guess, like Ezio was. But I would like to see him have those, like to have those a balanced character, somebody who can laugh when it's necessary and somebody who can be very serious when it's necessary. At the moment, all we seem to be seeing is Ivor being very serious, and that's great. Although as the game is released, I'm sure we'll see the different personalities, different the different sides to him: the serious, the funny, the brave, the bold, and that sort of thing. What I kind of don't want to see, in fact I definitely don't want to see, are these dialogue choices, because as I said in Odyssey, they really weren't that thought out. I mean, obviously I'll give it a go and see how it is, see if I like it or not. But it does seem like they have sorted out this time, like they have learnt from the mistakes that Odyssey has made. So fingers crossed, it would be great. And that would actually see how the choices that we make affect the world around us. I don't want to see side quests that are going to be absolutely pointless, because I mean, if you look at Assassin's Creed Origins, as much as I loved that game, I do feel like a lot of side quests were there just because there wasn't really any story progression. Although a lot of them they were, but some of them just were go on the side quest because it suits you, and by you I mean, go on that side quest because it just seems good to go on that side quest and nothing else really. I'm hoping that side quests in Valhalla actually are worth something and that you get a reward out at the end of it. And another thing I have noticed that's come back is an actual protagonist. We didn't really have much of one in Odyssey. It was some random guy brandishing a staff around, which I thought was a bit incredibly lame. Yeah, so I really hope that we get a lot of the familiar things from previous games back. I know we're getting a hidden blade, and that we can upgrade it with the skill where you can have the one hit kill, which should be very useful for stealth in particular. And I'd like to see the viewpoints in it as well, even though I know that they haven't taken the viewpoints out in previous games. I just want to see how well those would work in the English world. So yeah, anyway, peace out and stay safe.